Okay, it's not really sculpting a boulder, but I couldn't think how better to say it. I saw these a French guy did, where there's like a boulder split in half. He makes his out of cast bronze, but I haven't got casting or bronze or skill. So I'm going to use some, insulation. So universal insulation, otherwise known as blown polystyrene. Yay, we love rubbish. And I've got some expanding foam. Now we're going to make this piece of polystyrene, or there's about 4 sheets of it, look like a boulder. Yay, what could possibly go wrong? Well, the first thing you need is a blowtorch and a sharp knife. This is polystyrene, which I thought was kind of easy to cut, but watching some video of some American guy, he said you have to heat your knives up so it cuts through like a knife through hot butter. I think that sounds like a pretty stupid idea, but I'm stupid, so I'll give it a go. Yeah, so you heat your knife up, and then it melts the polystyrene and stinks you out, but let's give it a go. No, it's absolutely no easier than doing it with a coal knife. Well, anyway, we can still cut through the polystyrene. There you go, I've cut the polystyrene in half. That's for that side of the boulder. Yeah, let's get rid of this blowtorch. Yeah, for record, waste of time. No, don't bother with that one. Right, so back to the plan. I say plan, I kind of make it up as I go along. The plan, as it is, involves cutting all this polystyrene in half so that you get boulder half as long but twice as thick as the polystyrene sheets. So I'll go do that. Brief guest appearance with the wife, and I've got a stack of polystyrene. Now to glue it together. Look at this. Hey, did you see that go? Watch my reaction times on this one. Okay, so in slow-mo. Whoop, there it goes. And now my reactions. Yeah, you can see why I don't try to catch bullets in my teeth. Anyway, this gloopy expanding foam, make sure it lines up nice. It's horrible, it goes everywhere. Look at that, it just falls off. You don't want to touch it, it gets sticky, it's horrible. But anyway, just put some gloop on. This stuff you need to spray the can upside down, read your can, find out what to do. Put a bit there. This again is off an American video, apparently it works really well with polystyrene. Still gets everything as a pain in the ass to use. But anyway, here you go, gloop, 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 and we'll carry on and stack up the rest of them. Yay, nice firm boulder. That's the last one in place, all glued together. Now just put some heavy weight to make sure nothing moves. This boulder's exactly as I want. That's good. Yep, all firm. Happy with that. Return 10 minutes later to find a sloping piece of polystyrene and my wheel on the floor. Clearly I've got poltergeist. Anyway, let's go with a sloping boulder. Yeah, that's the new plan. I guess I better draw something on it, make it look like there's a plan. So, some lines, yeah. Alright, that's enough planning. Let's get on with the cutting. So, now we've got the knife. There's no need to heat this. You listening, America? No need to heat your knife. It works just fine. What is difficult is trying to work out how you want to cut it. But anyway, yeah, we're going to make this a sloping boulder as we planned. That means cutting it at an angle, and yeah. This is going to get, you can see the little bits of polystyrene, this just gets really messy and a pain in the ass. But anyway, I'll fast forward a bit and see what happens. Carvey, 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 slicey, slicey, slicey. Lots of shaping. I'm only working on one perspective, so this is the front edge. I'm going to kind of do each side of the 6 sides of a, well, 6 sides of a boulder, sort of. Anyway, there's the front edge, and a load of scrap to clear up. I'm just going to carry on, probably fast forward to the rest of it as well. More carving, more planning, more carving. Actually, I'm getting bored of watching this. I'm sure you can imagine what carving the rest of it looks like. I'm going to skip to the next interesting bit. Okay? And after much carving and cleaning up with polystyrene, you see a man admiring a boulder. Yep, it looks pretty much nothing like the pattern it's working to, but that's because I'm an original. It's my own design. Yay, and I deliberately... Yeah, it doesn't balance that way up. Put it around the right way, you dick. Okay, there you go. So I deliberately wanted that sloping style of boulder. Yay. The last stage was messy. This is going to be really messy. Perhaps I can use a wire brush and a hoover at the same time to clear up as I go along. Save making a mess. Oh, that looks a bit strange. But yeah, no, it's not going to work. For those of you who didn't know, that is actually a hoover hose, not my natural hose. Hopefully here in Fast Forward World you can see that the brush takes off all the rough edges, or all the sort of square edges, so you get a smooth, bouldery looking effect, and loads of bloody dust. The sharp-eyed will see that in the next scene the boulder is cemented all over. It's basically the same technique as this clip you're about to see. Get yourself a bucket to mix it. That's about 3 parts sand to 1 part quick drying cement. Mix it together well, mixy, mixy, mixy. Add some water in, splish, splash, splish. More mixy, mixy, so it's like thick porridge, splodge, splodge, splodge. Yeah, that's good enough. Now you slap that onto the polystyrene. Obviously we did the outside first before I cut the boulder in half. I will show you how I did that in a second. Anyway, splodge, splodge, splodge. Trowel it down onto the polystyrene, then use a brush to get the final effect. Now to how we cut it. I use a trusty angle grinder, zip, zip, zip. That's actually got a metal bit in it because I use that to cut the metal bars. I used a stone bit to cut the stone or the cement. You can see it's got little slats in instead of the metal one. So you're now caught up with the backstory on how we got to where we are now. You can see I'm just carrying on with that, smoothing off that surface. The plan is I'll do one side first, let it dry, flip it over, and then I'll do the other face of the stone, so the bit that's pointing down at the moment. I'm still going to work out how I'm going to get the metal kind of splurged between the two sides, but that's going to be the story for another video. Anyway, here's me cementing the face together. Okay, fast forward I think. This is done the same as I did the outside. It's actually harder than it looks because the polystyrene is slightly springy, and you also end up with trowel marks. On the outside I used a brush to get rid of these. Here I'm trying something different. Yep, different means a balloon. Tie a balloon up, don't make it too big because it's got to fit in that gap, and I'm going to use that to splodge over all of those little ridges left by the trowel. So just going to splodge it around, run it around. Again, trying to push into that polystyrene. I don't want something too hard, it bounces the polystyrene and the cement falls back off. I will be reinforcing some of this cement later, I'll show you, but for the moment just try and get a nice smooth finish. So do that and then leave it to dry. I don't want to watch any more videos of cement drying, and I can't imagine you do. So when you come back on the next exciting episode, I'll be doing the arty bit where I do the dribbles between the two sides, a bit of paint work, maybe adding some crystals and turning it from, well, the amazing piece of concrete and polystyrene into that amazing looking piece of artwork. So please come back for part 2, which might be adequate.